Welcome in, everybody. Jojo, welcome in. Grandma, Kim. Oh, welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Coach. Hi, Aunt Sandy, Maggie Bugs, Brenda, Lily Lane, Vintage. Lily Lane. What a pretty name. Blue Orchid 64. Welcome in. I want to welcome in everybody. We're waiting for the raid, but I'm going to start our giveaway. And it's just this framed art. It's called Art Life, and it is number 5 of 100. It does, though, have damage here. The frame is broke. But you can always pop that out and put it in another frame. Hello, Lisa, Lady Tag Along. So we're going to start this while we're waiting for the raid. And I was just watching a little bit of Mel's Collectibles. She was doing an amazing show. So stay with us because after 6:30 we will be rating the Mystic Murderer. Murderer. The Mystic Murderer. Huh? I don't know. So if you have any questions or if you want to see anything, just put it in the chat. I ran I only have an hour, so Antique Lover 5, welcome in. So if you want to see anything, just put the number in the chat. And here's a couple things. Bookmark our next show, which will be Sunday at 2, our normal. We're usually here on Sundays. We weren't here this past Sunday. And here comes the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. You had a wonderful show, Mel. You were really good. Very good. Yay. I know you always think, is it going to work? It's going to work. So this is what we're giving away. It is a Art Life, and it is a hand painted. It is 5 of 100. And like I said, there is a little chip right there on the wood, but you could always pop this out. That's just my sticker, so I know it's the giveaway. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. So get in and we can start the show. And like I said, my name is Joanne. And if there's anything you want to see, just put it in the comment with a question mark. And are you going to give me a rough time? Probably, because this, I don't know. I've been having really problems with, there we go, with my laptop. So where did I put my phone in case I need it? So the first thing we have up are kind of like these 2 New Year's Eve. Oh, don't forget to follow. And there's the Mystic Murderer. I like your name. Is these 2 noisemakers. This definitely is New Year's Eve. And then this one's just a little thing. And this one here is made in the USA. They are metal. They are vintage. And this is the Kirchhoff one. So we're going to start these out. We'll start out at 30. If we start running out of time, we're going to take it down to 20 seconds. Hello. Happy thrift to the gift. Yeah, I think I put the wrong description in. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I don't know. But they do work. So you're going to get both of them. And I can't guarantee you'll get them by New Year's. We do ship the next day. And like I said, if there's anything you see, and thank you, Blue Orchid 67 or 64. Oh my, I worked today, so I'm very tired. I hope everybody had a great holiday, and congratulations on your first purchase, and thank you. And I hope everybody had a marvelous holiday. Okay, up next is, and if I miss, welcome in, is the January birthday girl, because I thought, I'm so tired. This is the Inarco. She is marked. She has her sticker right there. No chips or cracks. She's in immaculate condition. I always feel so like pressured in these trains. And we're going to start her off at $6, but no chips or cracks. Beautiful, especially if you have a January birthday in your family. And I thought, well, for January, which is in a few days, she is perfect. So, and like I said, none of her flowers are chips. None of her flowers have chips. Oh, she's just immaculate condition. And thank you, Lisa, for your bid. Yeah, she's beautiful. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. And Lisa, she's coming home to you. Thank you so much. And don't forget to follow each other. Follow us. We are on our road to, I think, 4,000. It's going to take forever to get there, but actually, 3,000 was the hardest. So next I have are a set of these two frozen. Oh, we're drawing a winner. And Jessica, this is coming home to you. Congratulations. And thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. So next we have or a set of these two. Yeah. And I would pop that out and put it in a frame. It's a beautiful, beautiful picture. Not one of my best hair days. I didn't have time. I had work today, so I had to come home and quick take a shower, and I don't wash my hair every day. Okay, so up is the set of these vintage two frozen Charlotte dolls. They both are marked Japan on the back. We are going to start them out at $10. And they're both marked. Well, this one's marked Japan on the bottom. This one is not, but it is on the back. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to start them out at $10 for the pair. No chips or cracks. They do, of course, the paint loss is normal, but they are really, really. Oh, and thank you for your follow. They are really adorable. I should put it like this. Yes, yes. Check out our buy it now. We have tons of stuff, and also if you want to make an offer on some things, and thank you for your follow. Feel free to do it. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know, Mystic Murderer. I just love that name. Thank you. We've been collecting for a long, long time, and we're downsizing. Actually, I just loaded my car up over the weekend. I'm going to take it to the auction house. They'll probably say some of this stuff looks familiar. So I didn't know what to call this. So I called it a round spear with a bird because I I just didn't know what else to call it. Oh, and thank you for your follow. Um, it's definitely contemporary, but how cool is that? Oh, thank you for your follow, Mystic Murderer. I think I have to follow you. Am I following you? I am now. Oh, and thank you, Lisa, for your purchase. I'll buy it now. And we are going to start this off at $4 for this. I don't know if you want to say it's kind of like, to me, it reminds me a little bit of maybe Oriental. I don't know. I call it a round spear with a bird. It is probably the size of a softball. Geez Louise, what did I do with my measuring stick? I usually have it here. Oh, yep, here it is. Oh, it's just an offer. Okay, I am going to accept your offer. Thank you, and thank you, Caroline, for your bid. Oh my goodness. Oh, and thank you for your first purchase. I always feel like I need a bell or something for that. Right? Hello, Let It Be Vintage. Welcome, welcome. This here is a beautiful, beautiful. We did. Saturday, my son who lives, him and his wife live kind of like down towards Philadelphia. Actually, I just picked this up at a thrift shop on the way there. My husband's like, I knew you were going to stop at this thrift shop, but this thrift shop that we stop at on our way there, it's kind of like, I love going there. They're a little pricey, but I think the cause is an excellent cause. It's for human trafficking. So I always try to stop there. So I picked this beautiful, beautiful Murano glass pedestal bowl. It's just absolutely, I thought this would be beautiful for spring, going into spring. No chips or cracks. And what do you want to call that? Like lasset. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Design. So we are going to start off at 15, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And thank you, Blue Orchard 6. Yep, and Caroline is in there for 17. Thank you so much. But look, I love this green. That is absolutely the red, or I guess you would call that like a red or pink. How pretty for Valentine's Day, too. You put some candy in there or nuts. And thank you. Blue Orchard's in at 19. Thank you for your bid. It's just a beautiful. And oh boy, lion. I'm gonna. I first of all, I don't pronounce people's names correctly, so I'm not really certain. And congratulations, and you have a hard name to pronounce, and you got this for. You're gonna almost have to like sir. Oh geez, lions. Short for sugar. Oh, I like that. I like that. And congratulations. I just got to put that in my bag. Okay. Thank you so much for your first purchase. Maybe if I don't sell this, yeah, good pickup. It's beautiful. Okay, so next is this vintage cowbell. Because who doesn't need more cowbell, right? Anybody that knows. If you know, you know, right? So we are going to start this out at $5. I don't want to ring it too much because I don't know how loud it is, but there's the bottom. So it is metal. Um, so I don't want to ring it and hurt people's ears. But you can see it's been around. I should have put metal in the description, but I didn't. But we have a lot of farms in our area, so we get a lot of farming stuff. What I say. So next up, I have this was like these are a little deceiving. So because it is made in Italy, but I don't believe it's Murano, even though the sticker would make you think. I think it's supposed to be like Murano inspired. So I don't want to say it is Murano, but for this beautiful, but it's still a gorgeous piece of glass. And like I said, there's the sticker. I don't read, it's written in Italian. So I think it's written in Italian. I don't. Hey there, Cal, my friend. Sending you well wishes. We're going to start off at $14 in it, though. It is a really beautiful piece of glass. Perfect for the spring, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. I should hold it up, that green. Oh, you're so welcome. I know it stinks. I like the crimping. I love how this goes. And I'm not ignoring the chat. It's just sometimes it's hard for me to oversee things. Okay, next I have is this. I called her the Queen of Heart. Uh, brass bell. And you almost need like something to sit them on. Someday I'm going to get my act together and get a professional, like where I can put it on and just, you don't need to look at me. Queen of Heart bell, because look at her. She looks like the Queen of Heart. So and the thing is her her dingling, whatever this thing is called, it looks like feet. So, so measures about 3 inches tall, and I want you all to follow my friend Kelly at Creative Curiosities. She's got some amazing stuff, or she will, right? Yeah. What do you call that, Cal? The clapper. The clapper. That's it. The clapper looked like her little feet. So we are going to start her out at $6, and she's up and running. Isn't that terrible? I told you. Uh, and that's the back of her. But like I said, she reminds me. I'm trying to set her. I just thought when I seen her Alice in Wonderland, very whimsical. I was like, oh, thank you for your purchase. I was really thinking whimsical. It seemed like I came a lot across a lot of whimsical things. Cal, that's where we have to go down towards where Billy and Catherine live because there's some really nice shops down there. So since I was driving, I made her go to them. Okay, next up is this. This here, I also, again, I thought was really, really pretty. Again, I'm thinking spring is coming. You can even, but look at that purple. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's like a wooden box. It's just like a trinket box. You know, it does have, like, you can tell the lid's been on it for a while. It's an older one. But I just thought that purple, that royal purple was absolutely gorgeous. So we are going to start this out at $5 and it's up and running. And it's just absolutely the pansies. I think they're not hand painted. They are, I think they're a decal. Yeah. But it is a beautiful trinket box. I personally I would display it with something in it because of that royal purple. Somehow maybe like that and just have like, I don't know, this isn't going to work, but you know, a V have something hanging out of it because that purple is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, next I have is a vintage, pretty vintage sheet packs. There you go. Yeah, I do something. See, that's why you're here because you're the creative one. Up next is this vintage Hoosier glass shaker. And I like this one because it has where you can close and open. And it is open. And then you close. So you can actually use it for powdered sugar. Put it on your table. And welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. And we're going to start it out at $5. And she's up and running, or he. But so the lid comes off. There's no chips or cracks. Just a nice piece. Or you can just put, you know what, buttons. You can put buttons in here, colored buttons, cut marbles if you collect, if you're a marble collector, or cinnamon and sugar for your toast. We used to eat that a lot when we were kids. Cinnamon and sugar. Okay, up next is, I thought this is really neat. It is, just let me get my sticker off here a minute. Vintage Sir Henry Raybon boy and rabbit print. Okay, so it's a smaller one. It measures about 6 inches tall by about 5 inches. Okay, it's got glass, so it's got a glare. But I thought, again, I'm thinking spring, whimsical. It doesn't have a backing. You can always apply one or just put like a wire. That's probably what somebody had here to use it. And we are going to start him out at $5 and he's up and running. But you could just set it in an easel. I think that's I have it displayed in an easel. Oops. My napper was stuck to my notes because I can't remember anything. But it's hard. It's hard to show pictures. It really is. And happy home vintage. Welcome in. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry if I missed you. Check out our buy it now, bookmark our next show. And if you're having a show, feel free always to promote yourself. Next is the vintage clowns salt and pepper shaker with the holiday hat or pipe hat. And they are marked Japan on the bottom. Here is one. Now I'm going to see if I can do this like that. There's the bottom. And they both have their corks, which I don't know what people do with the corks, but I know a lot of times they're missing. I always think, do they think, well, I'm going to fill this and then I don't feel like it, and the cork goes gone? What happens to the corks? And these are in really good shape. There might be a little bit of paint loss because of the cold paint, and that is the other one. So let me just hold them up here for the pair. We're going to start them out at $10, and they are up and running, but they are really, really, like I said, they are marked Japan on the bottom. Just really, and they measure, try not to bang them together, but I want you to be able to see both of them. They measure about 2 inches tall. And there. I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at them through the description thinking that you're seeing them that way too. I'm going to hide behind them. That's what I'm going to do. And just wrap those back up. So the next item I have is a vintage perfume bottle. I am going to say it probably dates back to 1930s or 1920s or 1940s. I'm sorry. It's definitely Art Deco because I can tell by the stopper shape. And the only problem is, of course, like many of them, is I lost the stopper. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Where did it go? Well, the stopper is chipped, and I think it's from like people slamming it back into. I lost the stopper. Did it fall? Well, anyways, this is what the bottom looks like. I'm gonna skip over this until I find that stopper. It might be in my box somewhere. So we're gonna go on to the. This happens if you've watched me long enough, Before I don't know how to put. Although it fell over, maybe that's well. All right, so we're gonna go on to the 4 set of cherubs. Okay, these are like little candle holders, and they are marked Japan on the bottom. And so that's one. Two. He's playing a drum. This one's playing some kind of instrument. Here is 3. And 4. Now, I'm not sure if this one actually really belongs to it because if you can tell, this bottom and this bottom are a little bit different. But I'm going to include all 4. And he's a little bit different at the top too. So I'm going to say he's not included. So I am going to start them out for all 4 of them for $7. So they measure about 3.5 inches tall. This one's a little bit taller. He's about 4 inches. So you're going to get all 4 of these little cutie patooties. And they're just the right size. I mean, they are really adorable. Oh, I keep losing them. There we go. And Mighty Mouse 53, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Next I have is the vintage monk, the Friar Tuck monk. I had all 3 and somehow I decapitated 2 of them. So he is in his band by himself. And we are going to start him out at $3. And he's up and running for the friar, the monk. I think it's supposed to be monk. I don't have that spell right. He is ceramic figurine by Wales in Japan. And here's his back. Oops, my sock. Oh, I didn't tell you how tall he was. I always do that. He is about 5.5 inches tall. Okay, next I have is the Ellie Smith uh, glass moon and stars toothpick holder. And I don't believe it glows. Not really. I mean, I'll shut the light out. Let me see if it glows. I'm going to say, I don't want to say it does. It doesn't look it to me, but I don't know. I have a lot of light on here. So we're going to start this out at $5 and it's up and running. No chips or cracks. Excellent condition. And welcome in, everybody. Please take a look at our bite now. Bookmark our next show, which will be um, the 31st, which is Sunday. Next Sunday at 2 p.m. And then we'll be back on Monday. So, okay, let's put my number back in there. And if there's anything, because we only have about a half hour more, if there's anything you want to see, please let me know so I can, I'll run it. So up next is this, what is it? A pen, a, oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at it wrong. It starts with a B. Oh, well, I don't know how you pronounce that. Anyways, perfume bottle. It is probably missing the stopper. Probably had a stopper at one time. It's actually doesn't have a smell. But other than that, I am going to start it at $4 and it's up and running. And I like the back because the back has the embossing. It is from London, I believe. This was body lotion at one time. Yes, London. Very pretty. Sit in the bathroom. Very pretty. Okay, next is the whimsical shoe. At first I thought maybe it was a. Nope, where did I put my shoe? I lost my shoe. Yep, there it is. Okay, this is a little heavy. Excuse me. I got a little tickle in my throat. It's a whimsical, again, very whimsical. I don't know. It is hand painted on the bottom, but again, I'm just thinking whimsical. I think of spring, rabbits, and everything. And it is a candle holder. And we are going to start it out at $6 and it's up and running. Very cute. It almost it almost has that Mackenzie Child feeling. So you can get the Mackenzie Child look without the price. Because actually, I thought that was sticker. I didn't realize that sticker was on there, and I'm like, oh, let me take it off and sit. And then it started to rip, so I'm like, oh no, we'll leave it. Because that's what I was thinking when I first looked at this. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Mackenzie Child. Okay, up next is this is beautiful for spring, Easter. This vintage, it's a Lenox Imperial Carnival glass pink vase. Get that all out. And we're going to start out at $10. It is in excellent condition. It is marked on the bottom right here, Lenox. It measures about 5 inches tall and it is absolutely gorgeous. And we are going to start it at $10. It's this heavy piece of glass. Just absolutely, you can see the iridescent of that. Yeah, beautiful for Easter. You got it. What color flowers would we put here? Pink and white tulips in it. That would be, ooh, I almost dropped it. Make a beautiful gift for someone. You know, I'm already on the spring here. Next up is a vintage carved buffalo. Now, I, I couldn't, I'm not really sure if that is damaged there or if that's the way it made because it's very smooth. And also, I thought his one ear felt damaged, but I don't think it is. I think that's just the way the carving went. Like they came across that way because his one ear is flopped down. Oh, you too. Yeah, I actually ordered some seeds for my. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And me too. Yes, yes. So we're going to start this fella off at $5. I am doing it. Yes, I ordered some seeds. So he is really, I'm not sure. I think this is his tail sticking out here. There we go. Let me put him like that. You can see him better. I ordered some seed tape. I like seed tape. There we go. And he will probably go. What am I planning? I am planning a lot of root vegetables, beets, carrots, flowers, because I want to do a lot of flowers. Um, what's my planning? I don't know. It's a surprise. Not really. So it's going to be a surprise to me. Okay, next up are the set of 3 monks. They are signed Bethany Barton. So here's the one guy. I like this guy. He's like reading the comics. They are marked made in Taiwan. They are also signed on the bottom. So that is one. Okay. Here's the other guy with a skunk. He is also marked on the bottom. And then the third fella, he's probably praying that skunk doesn't spray him. And he is also marked in the bottom. And we're going to start out for all 3 of them. You can get the set. I can get the work here at $6 for all. And they measure probably about 3.5 inches tall. Whoops. This one does. Anyways, this one's a little bit shorter because he's sitting down. He's slacking on the job. He's reading. He measures about 3 inches. He's just like, oh, he's going to read the comics. And this fellow's just asking for trouble. To hide behind the comics. Yeah, like, woo, hey. So, yeah, and this guy's just asking for trouble there, trying to get near that skunk. Just want to wrap them back up. Okay, keep an eye on my time because sometimes I get a yammer in and I don't pay attention to the time and I'm not on. Well, it's just me, but that's okay. Okay, so the next, this is a really, I'm going to say it says vintage. I'm almost thinking more, it might even be antique, like Victorian. I put trinket or jewelry box. It's kind of like a paper mache, but just looking at it, it looks so much older. So I'm not really sure what it's made of, I believe. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us. But it did have a mark on the bottom, but probably some chai. It looks like then there was like a stamp. I don't know. That's the marking on the bottom. But I just thought it was really pretty. And we are going to start it out at $8 and it's up and running. Just a really pretty, you could, powder box. I don't know what you'd want to use it for, but just a pretty decor. Very Sunflower Sisters. What a pretty name. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. And if anybody sees anything that they want me to run, just let me know because we are coming down to our and 2023 Cowboys. Welcome in. Just let me know. And then again, I thought this was also like because I'm like we haven't even gotten to the heart of winter, right? 34. I sure can. Let me just get to it. Oh, come on. I knew this was gonna screw me up, right? Okay, let me just see what 34 is. I can't. Okay, 34 is. Oh, I have it right here. Oh my goodness. The Pixie planner. Yes. Oh, okay. We are going to start the auction. And thank you, Jessica, for your bid. He is adorable. Any wall pockets available. You know what? I have a few. Check out my buy it now, but if I don't have them there, I would definitely have them the next show. I have one that has a bird on it, which I know I don't have that one in there because I was actually thinking about saving it for my critters, but I can have it the next show. I have one that has like a pixie on it, almost like a pixie. And congratulations and thank you, Jessica, for your purchase. Actually, just give me 1 second. Oh, it's not a pixie. So here's the one wall pocket. This is an older one. And here's the other wall pocket. Who is ever asking about the wall pockets? It's kind of hard when I'm like in a train because I preload it. Well, I always preload, but you know, run the second one, please. All right, I'm going to try to do this as an add-on. I'm going to give it a number. We'll do a quick ad. We'll start it at $53 is my name. I'm going to start it at $8 shipping. How much could this possibly be? Okay. Confirm. Okay, so let me just do this because this I'm like working on 600 devices here. Where did it go? Why did that go in? Okay. Let's see. I'm getting to it, I promise you. Here we are. Okay. No chips or cracks on this. He is ready to hang. And we're going to pin it. And we're going to start him off. And he's up and running for the... And thank you, Nasty Nurse. Oh my goodness. Nasty Nurse. You know what? I usually do have a helper, but he's working second shift tonight. You know, I never know. You know, I can do the flamingo next. Yes. I will follow you. Definitely. I'm going to do it right now. I am following you. And congratulations. He is coming home to you. Okay. The flamingo is number 28. I got this back up and working. And thank you so much for your purchase. And this beautiful flamingo, there is no marks on him. No chips or cracks. Oh, that's my tape. And we are going to start him out at $12 and he's up and running. And thank you, Caroline. And Sunflower Sisters, beautiful. Again, beautiful for the, oh my goodness, spring. And Caroline is in at 16 and I'm taking you all on a trip. I'm going to put my number back on there. And Caroline, thank you so much and congratulations. Let me just slowly put him in my bag. Okay. Thank you so much. He's adorable, or she. Okay, so the next item I have is just this little coffee table, kind of little spread. Okay, so you can see it's not very big, but I love the little coffee. This is definitely probably 1950s. So not only are you going to get the coffee spread here, whatever, just coffee table spread, but you're going to get the 4 napkins that go with it. And I do have them together, so I didn't lose them. So we're going to start out for the whole set. We are going to start them out at $8. And like I said, the tablecloth is just amazing. I love the colors. Can you imagine sitting on out on your patio, putting this over your table for your coffee? I don't know. Just to me, again, this is very whimsical. It's probably 1950s. Just put this all back together. Number 20. For is, oh, thank you, is this vintage pink satin case, little trinket dish, ring dish, whatever you want to put in it. Very pretty, no chips or cracks. We're going to start it out at $8, and it measures 4 inches across, excellent condition. Yeah, watch my time. This is the back. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful color. So I don't lose the number. Okay, our next item up is, oh, let me load more here, is the Indiana glass uh, glass amber bowl, the leaf and grape style. So here's the back. It's kind of that carnival color. And we are going to start it. I'm actually going to take it down to 20 seconds. And it's up and running. Just really, really pretty. It's $5 to start. Just a really beautiful. Yes, thank you, Kel. Yes, we have a lot of shows coming up. We are downsizing. I keep saying that, and then I go out and buy more. But don't tell my husband. So I can say that he's not here. I don't even think he knew I was having a show because that's who he tried calling me, and I'm like, oh no, 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 I can't answer the phone. Okay, up next is this beautiful opalescent perfume bottle. But look at this. How beautiful. It's like a seashell. And this, usually these get flattened up, but it is not. It is, like sometimes they'll get hard in there and crust. So we are going to start this out at, what are we starting at? $8, but it's just so beautiful. Is it hand blown? It could be. It's kind of smooth on the bottom. So we are starting it out at $8 and it's up and running. But look at that opalescent. I don't know. I don't think it glows. But it is gorgeous. Oh, and I didn't measure it. It measures about 8 inches tall. Let me stop 15 minutes. Stick around because we're going to raid the Mystic Murderer, which cracks me up. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to the Red Rooster who puts this together every month. I don't know how she does it, but it's just amazing. So please make sure you're following following her. Okay, next is a cross, I believe it's a pen set. Comes in the original case. Can you run number 29 in the buy it now? Unfortunately, I can run it, but I can't. Oh, yeah, I can probably. Oh, yeah, here we go. Edit this item. Okay, I'm going to have to go get it, though. If it's in reaching. If not, I'll just run it. You know what? I'm going to run it, but it's back in the shelf, and I don't really have time to reach it. So if you're not interested, because I don't have it to show you, that's fine. But there's no chips or cracks on it, so I don't have it in my grasp. So I can just run it, and like I said, if you're not interested, that's fine. Because, and even if my helper was here, he wouldn't be much help. He'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I am going to start it. And like I said, there is no chips or cracks. It really is in good shape. So I don't want everybody to wait. Because like I said, if it was like not an, if I wasn't in an auction, I would do it. But I will have it the next one. How's that? I will put it in my next auction. So up next is the cross pen set. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if they write because I didn't try it. But you get a pencil. And then, I don't know, there's like 3 pens in here. So here's one. Or maybe that's a pen. That's all too. I guess that's a pen. So I think they're pencils. Look at that. I guess I should have looked at them. Maybe they're pencils. I'm sorry. I think they're pencils. I put pen because I didn't look at. Oh, wait, that looks like a pen. Is that a pen? Yeah. And it does write. Okay. We are going to run for this. We're going to start it at $5, and it's up and running for the pen and pencil. Oh, geez, Louise. I keep dropping the pencils and the pens. See, this is why. I got to clean. Okay, this is up and running. And the pen does work. Okay. All right. Oh, my gosh. And you also got the paperwork with that. Okay. Now we are. See, this is what happens. I get. Okay, so next I have is the same thing. It is the pink satin case toothpick holder. It's hand blown. You can see right there. Just really pretty. I don't know. I don't know if I'd put toothpicks in that. I don't know. I'd use it for something else because of the colors. Even just sitting on a shelf because of that beautiful pink. So we're going to start it out at $8. No chips or cracks on it. And just absolutely, like I said, it is hand blown. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Just really a beautiful piece of glass. I like how it's, see here? I just think it's a beautiful piece of glass. Okay. Put that down. Okay. Next I have is the cute for Valentine's Day. That's what I'm thinking. I have some Valentine's stuff, vintage. The vintage blue glass rose bowl. See, it's hand blown. Vintage postcards that are framed. I will be bringing them to the Cupid train, which I think is, I want to say it's the 15th. I don't know if I posted it yet or not, but this here, I personally, and thank you for your purchase. That'd be awesome for St. Patrick's Day. I used to have it in my St. Patrick's Day display, but I don't really decorate. So a lot of this stuff is coming out of my own personal collection, and they were that set that you just bought is coming out of my own personal collection. I used to set it out for St. Patrick's Days because my gals, oh my god, my boys are very Irish. Okay, next I have is a Stangle hand painted 5-inch pheasant plate. I'm going to show you the back. Right there's the Stangle pottery. Really, I actually have one that's like this but has a deer on it, and I just had it displayed in my decor in my living room. Which who knows? One day it may go up for sale, but just a really nice piece of pottery. I have this real thing for pottery. It's bad. I have a lot of pottery. Okay, next we have is the vintage wedding veil. And I thought with Valentine's coming, this is like my pictures don't do it any justice because it was hard to film. It was very hard to photograph. But I thought even for Valentine's Day, with the weddings that'll be coming up in the spring, this is probably 1930s, or I don't know when communion. I don't know much about communion, but I mean you could probably use it as a Holy Communion. But we're going to start out at $20, and it's just absolutely a really beautiful, in excellent condition, no rips or tears, just a really, really beautiful. And like I said, it's so hard to photograph this. This was very challenging to photograph. Okay. Mhm. Okay, next I have is the this is very sweet. It's a little girl made in Japan. She's marked right there. She's on, oh, and thank you for your follows. She's on her phone. How cute is that? No chips or cracks. I'm not even sure if any paint is missing. I think that's the way she was designed. But she's marked right there, Japan. Here's her bottom. I'm trying to see what time it is. And we are going to start her out at $6. And she measures about 4 inches tall. And she is just, I'm thinking a teenager. Um, of course, 8 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, oh, of course, teenagers don't have phones like this anymore. But that's what it reminds me of when I was a teenager, I guess. And so next up, we have 3 to number everything because I won't. 35. Okay, the next is this. Oops, I guess I better pin it. Vintage Victorian Moser Bohemian green glass bud vase. It is hand painted. Look at that detail. Again, perfect for spring. I see yellow flowers in this, white flowers. St. Patrick's Day. No chips or cracks on it. It is immaculate. And we are going to start it at $15 and it's up and running. Now, let me see. It measures about 8.5 inches tall, almost 8 inches tall. It is just a gorgeous piece of green. I just, like I said, and thank you, Blue Orchid, for your bid. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, and there's the bottom. I never showed the bottom. And congratulations, and this is coming home to you for $15. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me just lay this gently into my bag. That's why I always gotta keep my watch on so I know what time it is. And next I have is this metal peacock. And he would be fun for the 4th of July because he's got these blue and red rhinestones. Memorial Day. He's got the red rhinestone eyes. Or not, they're not rhinestones. I'm sorry. They're not rhinestones, but they're colored. Just a really, really fun piece. And we are going to start him at $5 and he's up and running. But he is just, I don't know. I guess you just sit him on a shelf. I don't think he belonged to anybody. But I just think he is really a beautiful, just a really beautiful piece. All right, so I am going to start our last giveaway, and I can still continue on with the auction. I like this function that they have. Okay, so our last one is for this strawberry patches Jasco Bell, 1980s. So I was going to say 70s or 80s. She still has her sticker tag, a pre-bid on 81. Oh, okay. Let me quick start this. And thank you so much. So get in to get this. I can't even remember what 81 is. It must have been a last minute. Oh, 81. Okay, the candy box. I always thought these were cigar boxes, but apparently they're candy boxes. Okay, and this one has the dovetail. So, very clean inside. No trips or cracks on it. Lovely picture. We are going to start the auction and it's up and running. And thank you for your bid. And thank you for whoever. Oh, Mary. That's why you knew there was a pre-bid. Thank you. Mary's in the lead with 9. Just beautiful. Look at that. That is, what is that, 1930s or 40s? All 4 feet are there, which is usually, and thank you, Mary, for your first purchase from us. Usually the feet are sometimes broke. So that happens a lot. Okay, and next is the trivet. Is the lucite trivet, the seashell lucite trivet. And we are going to start it off. And I'm kind of going fast here now. At $10, it measures. Oh, yes, it is beautiful. Thank you. 8 inches across. Very clean inside. So that's what I liked about it. It has the 3 little feet on there. Oh, I do have I don't know why I had to measure it. Apparently, I have it already measured. And, okay. And I'm just going to grab something here because we're coming down to the final countdown here. And then I got to find all my items. Okay, I do have, well, let me see. Let me find this because this is what I got in my hand. I don't see it. Where the heck are you? Okay, well, I don't see it in here. Okay, here we go. Pin the pottery is it is a pottery mushroom, perfect for your garden. And we're going to start at $12. No chips or cracks. It measures almost about 6 inches tall. Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens when I start to, it is like a terracotta type mushroom, and it does have little circles on it. Just really a fun piece. I don't know if there's any more, so if there is, somebody can what size is the number 11? Number 11 is a smaller print. So it is, I love this one. It is 6 inches tall. Would you like me to run it? Let me see if it is have glass. I will run it. Pin it. And we're gonna start. And it's running. And thank you. Is it Themco? T8. Oh, Mary. Mary's in for 6. This is beautiful. Very little. Thank you again for your bid. Is it Emanco? I'm not. Mary's back in at 8. I'm trying to it's so hard to pictures are hard because they got the reflection. Oh my goodness. And Mary, this is coming home to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have to read. Let me draw the winner for the bill. And this little mouse, congratulations. I want to thank everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Happy New Year. Hope to see you here on the 31st. Thank you, everybody. I am overwhelmed. And let's do this raid. We're raiding. Be kind.